Yeah, honey, I know. I know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, honey. Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm about to go. Damn, yeah, it was only 1 or 2 pictures, and it was just 'cause. 10, yeah. It was 10. You counted them. Huh. Well, I liked them all because she had a fat ass. I gotta go. Love you, bye. Taking no shorts. Coming right up.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzy.
That's how you do it. That's the last piece. I almost forgot. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Taking No Shorts podcast. I am your host. Look, all you got to do is look in the puppy dog's eyes there. I am your host, Jay Grizzy Green, a.k.a. Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone.
Exactly.
A.k.a. Jay Grizzo.
Exactly.
A.k.a. The Great Grizzolini.
Exactly.
And last a.k.a. tonight, being that I'm in this spectacular olive tonight, the Black Dick Cavett.
Exactly.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 58 of Taking No Shorts podcast. I ask you kindly to like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also, youtube.com/Taking No Shorts pod and Facebook Live. That's facebook.com/Taking No Shorts pod. Around this time, I say 8:45 is CPT time. If you know, you know. But this time, every Friday, rest assured, I will be here where you're laying your eyes at. All I ask you to do, just kindly let me know how I'm doing. I take crazy criticism. And let's go ahead and get into tonight's podcast. I have a great podcast live stream for you guys tonight. Over here, he is my college roommate.
Exactly.
He is 1/4 of the original member of the Four Horsemen rating VCU from 90 to 94, right?
Exactly.
And beyond. And last but not least, y'all don't need to know his whole name. All you need to know is it's on his hat, ladies and gentlemen. B.
What up?
Where did I give you a hand clap, sir?
Thank you.
Yeah. How you been, man?
Pretty good, man.
We're gonna. This is called a tease. We're gonna let the audience know tonight why you don't like Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna set that up. If y'all don't know who Luka Doncic is, I think he's Slovenian.
Something like that.
All right, but
I want to thank you too.
Why?
You provided me with snacks. She looking very good over there.
Oh, I forgot. You've been working on that line all week, ladies and gentlemen. You've been working on that line all week.
No, just one day because she told me yesterday. So.
Oh, she did. Okay.
No, you told me yesterday she was going to be here.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to work out much.
It's been a couple of podcasts, couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months since you've seen my other co-host here at Taking Those Shorts, but
Exactly.
we make money together.
Exactly.
She is the flame to B's light.
Exactly.
And B likes to call her
adorable.
ladies and gentlemen, Dory. What's up, Dory? Oh damn, I didn't even take the things off of y'all thing. It say mic number 1. No, that lets me know because I've lost the mic before, so they heard you rip that off. Hey, Dora, how you been?
I'm good.
I appreciate you gracing us with your presence.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, and
not for the sake of me not wanting to be here.
Oh, I thought it was something. I mean, I knew it was something, but I had to double check. And then when Did you tell me? No, you told me
Yeah.
the other day. I was just like, oh man, that could have been easily rectified. Jesus Christ, you know. Thank you. You want to let everybody see your cup, you know. Yeah. This is Taking No Shorts podcast. If you want to get these cups, you can hit me at jgreenradio@gmail.com.
If you want to get these cups,
Yeah, you doing it good tonight. B. Today is June the 7th, 2024. It is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And on top of, there's been so many months, so many things of months that'll get celebrated, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to turn this way, but it's okay. It's just what I do. I'm a producer, host, director, all that shit. Look at small things. I'm trying to be more professional. And Carlton, you be aware of the tip jar tonight. Because I promised my mother-in-law that I would not talk about. She said, I tuned into your podcast, and all I heard was somebody was able to suck their own. I said, what part of podcast, BB? You came up on. So let me do the honors. First of all, happy birthday to my mother-in-law, Mimi. Give her a round of applause. Happy heavenly birthday to my uncle Mark, a real true G. Miss you, man. Going too soon. But yeah, she checked it. She said, yeah, all I heard was a man was able to suck his own. I said, and then my wife heard the back half of the conversation. She was like, Mom, why are you listening to me? I said, your mother know what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Men's Mental Health Awareness.
I want to say happy birthday. You talking literally it's Morgan Freeman had his birthday a couple days ago.
Oh, I had a Morgan Freeman incident happen about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. So if you don't know, now you know, I'm gonna tell you. I had a mole that had grown. So long. Like it was a skin tag, but it had grown. It almost stemmed. It was that long. Looked like a flower stem, right? So, being the egotistical fuck that I said it. I was cursed y'all, mother-in-law. Being the what do you want to call it? The
hypochondriac.
The hypochondriac that I am. Yeah, my mom told my wife that. She said, "Look, he a hypochondriac. He." Well, I take no chances. If I have a hangnail, trust me, I'm going to let somebody see it and take care of it. Anyway, went to the dermatologist, and he was like, "Oh, what are you here for?" I said, "Yo, man, I got some shit growing out the side of my. I got these moles." And I was like, "Is there anything you can do about it?" He said, "Professional. I trust him because I'm paying him. Maybe I shouldn't trust him because I'm paying him." But he said, has nothing to do with anything other than your DNA, who you come from. If most of your people in your family are moly, you're going to be moly. You know, so
Holy moly.
Yeah, holy moly. I'm going to give you an example for that one. Okay.
Exactly.
So I said, okay, what can we do about this? He said, oh, we could just, I'm going to give you some lidocaine. I'm going to numb you, and then we're just going to freeze those suckers off. He said, it's good that you did that, because if you didn't, you'll end up looking like Morgan Freeman.
The doctor that is terrible.
He said, you ever seen Morgan Freeman's face? He said, he got moles everywhere. This nigga don't give a fuck about excuse my language again. I'm sorry. Hey, can I get, before we get into men's health?
Yeah.
Audience, if you've seen anything of me on social media, or if you've seen any of my stand-up when I was doing stand-up back in the day, I am what you call a blue act. I can do clean. I can do this podcast clean. I can do clean comedy. But God damn it, I done put capital into this, and I'm going to say some 4-letter words that might offend you. I'm not a nasty guy, as you can see, I'm not nasty. I put emphasis on words that I had to wipe my mouth when I said nasty for some reason. But I put it, it's just language. And I don't mean to offend you. I am working on it. So bear with me, okay? I can't help who I is.
Speaking of offending and nasty words, Brother Marquise passed away. 2 Live Crew?
Yeah. Me so horny.
Yeah.
We love you long time. Yeah, but he 58, I think. He saw going. That's way too young. Way too young, Brother Marquis.
He's one of
Rest
us.
in peace, 2 Live Crew.
Yeah.
Black Gen X.
Oh, we gonna
Well, he's Black Gen Triple X.
Yeah, we get another good one, dude. All right. So yeah, Morgan Freeman had a lot of moles and he didn't get taken care of. So Jay Grizzly took care of. All right. Not black, but June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. It's also Pride Month, so we got to share it. People men that's going through mental health can't have a whole goddamn month to themselves. You know, and it's not. I trust me. Next week we'll be having a Pride Month episode. So for all the folks who don't think I'm an ally. I got plenty. I can speak on it, but I see my homie here. He's got on his shirt. I'm broken.
But I'm okay.
I don't know how that's an oxymoron. How can you be okay and broken?
Well, no, I'm not okay, but I appear to be okay, even though
that's what the shirt represents.
Yeah.
So your mental health. And I'm sure, and I think we touched on it a little bit in past episodes with you, but I had a conversation with you, and I said, yo, man, you talk to anybody? Because folks that don't know, you can check, you share it. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I don't know what you were trying to get at. You just started.
You had the Christmas accident.
Had the what?
You stepped on the light bulb, the Christmas
Oh, yeah,
bulb.
Christmas, yeah.
And then you said, you seemed like you were going through a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I have plenty of people, and again, shout out to C Hall. He's in recovery now. Let's go ahead and give him
a
round of applause. Send the healing powers to you, my G. And when you're ready, got a seat right here for you, dog. But
don't point to your lap and say you got a seat right here.
Oh, that's a stupid pause, man. What's this? Oh, I know what it is. It's goddamn. That's just too tight. Why you ain't tell me?
The vest don't look bad, Jetty.
Okay, Jesus Christ. And I said, B, have you talked to anybody about what you went through? Only because as a homeboy, if it was me, and I always say, I always try to put myself in people's shoes. Community, family who don't think I'm, what is the word? Benevolent enough, sensitive enough. The camera's over here.
Like lack of humanity.
Yeah, lack of humanity. The camera over here, guys, is for Instagram. So if you see me not talking over there and talking here, it's because I'm trying to work multiple. Why am I doing this? Multiple cameras. I should be doing this, right?
Like I'm used to it.
No, I'm like an expert. Oh, I'm going to do this.
That nigga's stripping.
Yeah, you is. And I said, B, talk to somebody, man. And B said what?
Talk to who? I didn't talk to anybody. Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, but that's what brothers do. That's what especially black men. We're going to talk about black men. We're not just going to talk about men in general, because we black men and a black woman here on this podcast, and I'm sure I could have gotten an expert. I could have gotten a counselor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and I could have got them or convinced them to come sit down, or I could have got them on a different live stream to talk about this. And there are spaces for that, but for taking those shorts.
Ton of friends that are psychiatrists and psychologists.
Oh, they free. I mean, but
they would have, like, ones are here in Richmond. And
I know plenty. I know personally, I know plenty too, but I don't know. I just wanted to have this conversation in regards to it, because you said you were okay, and I was like, I think that means that. Well, I don't know. What did that mean when you said you were okay? Well, especially when when I can't. What do you call it? An accident? When you had to have surgery? What was that?
Pretty much, it was an
It was
accident.
an accident, and so you had to You had to.
Changed my life.
Don't let me
Yeah.
speak for you, man. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it hurt. It took me down a lot.
Took that dark path.
Oh yeah, no, it took me down like mentally and emotionally. I was wasted. I was gone.
He don't do drugs, y'all.
And then I just needed a spark to put me back on the right road.
Mm.
And for me, that's anger.
Now, see, this is where God's supposed to come into his life. What did anger do? This is where you need this for an example of mental health. That I know one thing. I'm not a doctor, or I stayed in a Holiday Inn once, but
I've been in quite a few times.
Anger is a negative emotion
For most people.
Yeah. Can you please explain to the audience and to me how anger can be a positive emotion
For me.
for you, for Brent, for me?
Well, anger motivates.
Uh-huh.
So that's what got me angry was my dad.
Okay.
I told you the story about
Yeah. He said
when I was getting my prosthetic and everything and testing it out and walking, and the guy said, "Oh, look at you! You walk like you had this for years. You'll be back at it, back to work in no time." And my dad said, "Oh, he ain't never going back to work."
Oh,
And I was
like I ain't believe it all. Just
out of all the people, right?
yeah, I'm like, man, you know me, I don't cuss, but my head, I was like, this nigga.
Oh shit! That's weird.
So I was pissed.
That nigga's tripping.
And that was just the motivation I needed. I was like, I got to get out of this slump. I got to get up. I got to get moving.
But when you were going through the slump, though, like, then would it have helped or done something positive for you that when you was going through that slump, you would have gotten the help you needed, or you felt? Did you feel like you needed some type of mental help at that time?
No, not really. I just needed an idea or something.
You needed a spark. You needed motivation. So what moves you? What? Go ahead.
I needed something to focus on to get me out of the situation, because at the time I was going through it, there was no way out of it. And then I got the leg, and I was like, the doctor was talking to me, and it was like, okay, all right, I feel this. And the guy that was actually in there before I saw the doctor, he was a runner, and he was testing his leg out. I was like, okay, I see this. I'm gonna be all right. And my dad came up, said that bull, and I was like, yeah, oh yeah, I got something to prove now.
did you? If you didn't want to talk to anybody professional, did you at least talk to your friends
Would
and
you?
stuff?
Yeah. Who did you talk to? Who is like? Who do you lay your burdens for? Especially for someone of that the audience knows that you don't. You fall along those non-faithful lines.
Yeah.
Like, how do you? I was supposed to say, how do you jizz? How do you get through that without some type of pillar to go to, other than imagine if the anger didn't come. Imagine if your dad, if maybe that would have been that. It would have shocked you if your dad would have been super supportive and not said what he said.
I would have, if I didn't see a way out, and he said something, I'd have been, man, whatever.
Because I know you in the audience, I know you, so I know how you think and how it would. I can see how anger or something would motivate you. Unfortunately, not every man has that gear that you have, sick fucker.
Yeah. But of course, I have been helping people for a long time.
Oh yeah,
like people will come to me for like counsel and talk to me about their problems, and I've been doing it since college. People have talked to me in college about their problems.
You're not talking about like when sir don't.
Oh no.
I'm trying to
I
make
did talk to her about why she did and everything she did.
What was her answer? I'm a hoe. I know I'm a hoe.
Well, see,
I'm a three.
well, she didn't feel love at home, and she was
Everybody,
overcompensating.
yeah. Oh,
But
everybody
she,
got a thing.
but then she started to enjoy it.
Yeah,
She
and there's
loved,
nothing wrong with that
yeah,
either.
she loved the intention. She loved just having her pick of the litter.
And honestly, it's a man's fault. Men are so easily and gullible
Mm-hmm.
to Dory. Replace men are guilty of. I know for me, before when I was coming up, and before I had any emotional maturity,
Yeah.
right? Any emotional maturity. Anytime I had an issue, what was the first thing I was trying to do? Fuck it away.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
ain't
don't.
talking to nobody. You just going and doing random people all the time.
No, I would be lucky if it was random. I mean, I had to fight scrap for what I had to get, but that was my therapy. And then I just became more mature.
Standards.
Yeah, I had
That
standards.
is a stress reliever, though. If you got built up, anger. I mean, I've done that before as well, but I prefer to go ahead and talk it out and cry real good, and then
I agree with you on a good cry, because I always say a good cry is like an enema. Like, or if you back, yeah, it's an enema, because enema is,
you just feel so tight and stuff.
yeah, enema is for when you back up and you got to cleanse yourself out. A good cry,
Just be honest with what's going on.
yeah,
I mean,
it gets you. It just gets it all out. Like I've done that, and just because you get it out one time don't mean you're done. It's just for that
no,
moment.
and you start to feel pressure go a little bit away.
Yeah.
I can't see them coming down my eyes.
See,
I gotta make the song cry.
is that a Prince song?
No, it's Jay Z.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. No, but I'm thinking the issue.
Yeah, I don't cry.
I cried like John. If you don't know who John Boehner is, he was the Speaker of the House from Ohio, and he was Republican, and he was a big. He For some odd reason they forced him out, but he would cry at a drop of a hat.
Oh yeah,
And when he started doing that, especially in the last 15, 20 years of the political times, everybody getting on him. But even me, a black Democrat, was like, I can identify with that guy, even though he's a Republican, and, because shit happens, and he felt like if you feel, you're going to cry. But you say, hold on, let me find the right goddamn drop for you, sir. You say,
If you're hit, you're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to bleed.
I ain't got time to cry.
You ain't got time? It feels good, man. You gotta let it out. It's like a good shit. The pause. I'm sorry, mother-in-law again, but it's like a good poop. Now, I think when it comes to men's, starting with black men, especially black men's mental health, is access. You gotta first educate yourself, and then be able to have access to the help you need, because a lot of brothers don't know you can talk to somebody.
Oh yeah.
And just talking to somebody that is neutral, don't have no skin in the game other than what the insurance or what you're gonna pay them. It's their job to help you through difficult times. And I think if it came down and got to the point where they're making it so much, especially since COVID, you can have all this access, but the quality is going down.
You gotta do everything.
You gotta do everything on your phone, like
and all that. It ain't quite the same when you're doing something like that.
it's definitely not the same, And I don't know what the stigma is. What is the stigma you think on why black men don't seek mental health help?
Makes you look weak.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what they think.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I think that
I'm
it's
trying
the
to
opposite.
think of I don't know why. I think because I mean, honestly, I can only speak to my experience. I cannot say that my experience is for everybody else. I was raised, if you don't know, you can tell, I was raised by women. There weren't too many men that was around, too many black men that was around to be like, stop that shit. Shut the fuck up. Stop crying.
Yeah, so they let you cry.
And they would talk. We would talk. Like, and then even when I got married, like my wife, she was just like, even when I tried to overcompensate for that, you know, she was like, "Why are you trying to be all hard? You know excuse me." You know, and I'm like, "Yeah." She said, I got a problem for this. How about we just sit down? You get your thoughts together because you jump from, you just ADD, you ain't taking your meds type motherfuckers. Excuse my language. Sit down, let's talk. Let's get to the meat of the matter. Pause. But I was like, oh. And then the heavens and the skies opened up for me. And then things were, I'm just going to leave that down. But yeah, access. Now the pendulum then swung to its access everywhere. You can just click on an app and shit. And then, so you got to be careful of who you are seeking help from. Not all counselors and not all psychiatrists and not all psychologists are the same. So what works for you, you know?
And people that just say they're therapists, you got to watch out for them the most.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of charlatans. That, you know, I mean, it's got to be, that's just
ain't
like.
got no degree and be, portraying and stuff like that.
And even, I mean, the church, you know, we could talk about this in this particular subject, but even the church say, if you got a problem, give it to the Lord or come to your pastor, and they'll talk to you. They got marriage counseling. I don't know how much personal counseling they got, but I know one church and that encourages, and it's a black church that encourages their congregation. If you're going through something mentally, you know, we got people we can put you in contact with that is with the Lord, but they can help you medically. You know, there's a difference.
Oh, yeah.
You know, medically, with what you're going through, there's a reason for depression. I mean, whatever depression is for you or anxiety is for you, I tend to lean on the attention side. So I need downers. And so help me focus a little bit better. Or
for me, it's that physical activity, that rage, that going out and running and doing something like
that. You got a lot of steam let off. Yeah,
I gotta get my adrenaline up. You know.
I had a doctor say to me, wasn't a therapist or mental health doctor, it was another doctor who said, you know, when you exercise, instead of you doing it for health, look at it like a stress reliever. It's like sex. I was like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not picking up what you're putting down. Are you telling me that if I exercise or jog, it's going to be like nothing? He was just like, well, I won't go say it like that because this is a professional relationship, but try it out. And I was like, okay. I mean, for me, it's not. But everybody's algorithm ain't the same.
Yeah, because I like to run. I mean, that's one way that I do stress too.
So what about ladies? I know it's men's mental health. Mental health challenges for women. I know they got it because trust me, I done seen it happen.
I mean, I think that it's the same for both. I mean, it's the same for both, just different dynamics of it. Like, say, for instance, if it's your husband, he probably got the stress of trying to be, the breadwinner and the protector and stuff. But the woman, you got to think about it too. She really is taking care of all the kids and him as well. You know what I mean? So a lot of that stuff is going to get both stressed out.
Stress. I thank you. I'm glad you said that. The first thing I heard was stress. I think if you don't deal with stress, stress is going to deal with you one way or another. And I remember one time I had a stressful situation. I was walking in my driveway, and I could feel it. You remember that movie Ghost? Well, rest in peace to Patrick Swayze.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when those black things was coming after him,
Yeah.
and they jumped on him? I felt it wasn't Ghost, but I felt like that tension on the back of my neck, and I was raging so much, I almost fainted from stress. I was like, what? And then once I sat down and prayed about it, why am I stressing about something I can't
Can't control
control?
you. But it's not always that you can't, it ain't that easy. I mean, you know what I mean. You say you can't change it, but it still doesn't take away from you being stressed out and whatnot.
No.
You can't
I
control
got to
it.
give a couple shout outs during the podcast on the IG. Shout out to VA Skates. He was here last week at episode 57. Make sure you go check that out on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Uh, we're having Skates. We're gonna hit you up. You can come back through somewhere around. We're talking about mental health, man. It's June is Men's Mental Health Awareness. So it's just the awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Men, I don't know, Dora, you might have to lay out on this one because we about to go red pill on this bitch. I saw something on my algorithm this week, and the man was I want to say it was one of them paternity shows, right? Paternity court case show. You seen it?
I don't know what you
They
say.
got
All right.
millions of them. So
Yeah, I'm gonna describe. I'm gonna set it up for you, right? So this guy remixed the clip. In essence, it came. You're not the father. The mother broke down crying in the judge studio or in the place where she was in the court, and she was boo-hooing, and I don't know if it's an act or not, but the man, the alleged father, who now figures out he wasn't the father when he got the news, you could hear the hurt in his voice. He was like, and he had his family with him. Like it was seem to me that his whole family was rocking with him and supporting him as the father of that woman's child, right? Then it finds out that he's not. This woman breaks down and starts crying. The judge, lady judge, the bailiff, big man bailiff. Everybody immediately goes to her.
I saw that. He's sitting there crying.
And he is sitting there in shock, crying. Because he found out his child ain't his child. And then the dude, the content creator, said, and I'm just paraphrasing, he said, see how, I'm sorry, I was about to go nigga. See how men are treated, And I said, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
They was thinking that I mean, probably it shouldn't be that way, but go straight to thinking he gonna be all right.
But we'll see. He's gonna be okay. You're a man.
Mm-hmm. Man up.
You have testosterone. Hopefully, you have a lot of testosterone, and or not. If you don't, it's okay. It's whatever God gave you. But you can deal with it. You can handle it. And I don't tell you, the first time I ever went to therapy was in a situation like that.
Mm.
My oldest son's mom decided she had gotten married, and she got married military, right? And I'm in college. This is when I decided I'm not going back to college. It's just threw my whole life out of whack. But it's a true story, ladies and gentlemen. And she said, well, he's got orders to go to Europe. Now, my son is 3-4 years old. And contrary to what society says, although I'm a black man, not all black men leave their mother's child or their baby mothers or don't marry their baby. That's false. That's a false narrative. That's bullshit. And I will say it here.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
I had my first son when I was 17 years old, and when she told me she was late and that we're going to go ahead and be parents, I said the last thing you're going to ever have to worry about is me being a good father to him. I ain't say nothing about wife for you. I ain't do all that. I want no summer. I mean, I could have did it, but we were 17. We didn't know no better. But I said, I do know this. You will never have to question me as being a father or a co-parent with you. I'm going to be here. By hook or by, I don't give a fuck what you do. You can be the Wizard of Oz, click your heels 3 times, actual, I don't care. But I'm not going anywhere. That might be contrary to the narrative that the world got back in the 80s and 90s, But when she said that, I was just like, well, how could you? Once I got through the house, I said, well, okay, how do I deal with this? How do I? I never forget, we was at the airport in our city. They was 2 a.m. flight, and they had to peel my son away from me. We was in the terminal, hugged up like what's the Titanic? What's the lady name in Titanic? They had the big boobs, Rose.
Oh yeah.
And Jack. We were hugged up like Rose and Jack.
Jealous.
No, that's real ass shit. And
you and your kid, or you and her?
No, me and my son.
Okay.
Yeah. And
who had the boobs?
Yeah. James, get him. Do something. Talk to me. Talk to me. But no, after that, I was young. I was maybe 20, 21, 22. I say, yo, man, I gotta talk to somebody. This shit is fucking me up. And the first time I went, luckily through my employer, they had a EAP program at the time, and I said, this is what is going on. I'm hurt, and I don't want to hurt no more. What can I do instead of smoking and fucking away? What can I do? And that's how I learned how sometimes you got to find the right therapist. He didn't help, but it's okay. But the point is, I had the ability to go. I had access. So if you're employed, ladies and men, if you're employed, and
women too,
and women, but it's men's.
Yeah, even I'm just saying in this situation.
Yeah,
we need to count it in too. They need to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, if your employer provides you with access to mental health programs or mental health help, take advantage of it. Don't carry it out. Don't take it out on your family, your loved ones, your friends. Use that as access, and it might not be the first time, like my situation, you get it right, but eventually you will if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hold it in or find, you can't be as lucky as Brent and his dad says. What your dad say again?
No, he ain't never going back to work.
That's all he did. I know that's all this cat needed to hear. He said, I'm going to show you. Then he was running like Rocky up the steps.
But for me, I was lucky. I had years of being a therapist for a lot of people. You know me, I'm a nerd, so I read up on it. I made phone calls to like suicide prevention lines and talked to them, trying to help people.
Wait a minute. You call suicide prevention lines and volunteered to?
No, when I was in college, there was a girl that she came to me and she said she had been through some stuff and she was thinking about ending her life. And she wouldn't call.
So you had to call for her?
Yeah, so I said, well, look, come talk to me tomorrow. So I called. I sat on the phone and talked to the person, and they gave me some information and things I should ask and stuff. So, of course, I took notes.
And you took notes?
Of course, I took notes. That's what I do. I'm a nerd, man. I write stuff down. I take notes. That way, I can be better helping.
You shouldn't have been in science. What was your chemist, maybe? What was your
engineering?
Engineering, yeah. That would have been your calling, bro. I think that would have been your calling. Because not mean, but as deep pause. I'm trying to find the words.
Analytical?
Yeah, analytical. You could do it. And you're disparate is the word. You can you're very even at giving advice. So somebody could say, "But I'm fitting to kill him tonight." You're gonna be the same B. As I'm telling you, he's gonna be the same cat.
But giving advice is also hurting too.
How so?
Well, I told you about the friend I work with that was having a problem with her husband. And she was about to give me some, but I fixed their marriage instead.
How did you fix the marriage?
Well, I told her about what the problems were, and I explained that.
Oh, you was talking too much.
She needed help, and I went into help mode, and they're doing great, and I never got any.
Yeah, don't say that. You can't save them all now, baby. Yeah, I hope you do know that.
Oh, if I can save them, I'm gonna save them.
Oh no! Hold on. Where's the nigga you tripping? Hold on.
Oh, niggas tripping.
No, you cannot save them all, B.
What are you saying?
No, I just was saying I'm trying to understand how you think I can talk other people through everything and this and that, and I'm always helping people, but then you don't want to talk to anybody. How your man is?
I'm talking to myself.
Yeah. He even had to laugh at that when he said it because he knew it sounded goofy as shit.
I'll analyze the situation and come up with ideas, even for myself.
Look,
it's weird.
Yeah, you should get some mental health help. You should talk. I think you would do gymnastics with somebody and sitting down on somebody's couch, but it would do you some good. It would. They will not push Jesus or any other religion on you. That's not their thing.
I was not laughing.
No, it's me. I mean, because strangely enough, there was a therapist that said, I only do Christian therapy. And I said, "Oh, bitch, you ain't excuse me again." I said, "Well, no, I got somebody for that. He called Jesus, okay, or whatever. I got somebody for that. I need you on some earthly shit. He got the supernatural shit covered, okay." But needless to say, I didn't go back to her. But for me, I to get the head that I have, I had to, and it has done me a great service. Now, I think back when I first met her, met Dora. I was like, "You're an asshole."
And 3 things in it.
No, that story will never get told again. After about 3 edits, and I saw that, I say, "Oh, Jay, you was totally playing your whole goddamn self. Don't tell nobody you did that." No.
You weren't playing. You weren't the only one playing with your whole.
Excuse me.
You said you was playing your whole self, and I'm like, he wasn't the only one playing with your whole.
You feel like I got a twitch going? You saying that?
The pimp hand is just
no, sir. But me and Dora did not get along. Because Dora, why did we not get along, Dora?
Because you were an asshole. Yeah. And a chauvinist.
Yeah. Well, at the time. Yeah.
At the time.
Oh, come on, guys. I mean, there's genders have. This is for next week's show, but figure out whatever role you're in. And just like Plinko on The Price is Right, motherfucker, slide in that shit. I mean, Jesus. I mean, everybody can't. I mean, I saw Dwayne Wade and his daughter, who used to be his son.
I guess the one that did the
Yeah, and if it was my child, I don't knock Dwayne Wade. That's my child. So if my child say to me when he's 3 months old that I want to be a woman, okay. How do you know in 3 months? I don't know. I'm not getting that as a topic for another show. You said that I was what? An asshole in what?
A male chauvinist. Because you said that once before.
I said that I was
a female and a male have
they got roles. They got a role, but that don't make me a chauvinist, do it? Do it make me a chauvinist? Because I said I got to sip this off hand. Oh shit.
It depends on what you classify as the role.
Not subservient. Trust me. I done been a hoe before to a woman. I done been subservient to a woman. So I ain't got no problems to be fair with the gender roles, like if my wife says today you're the bitch, okay, or you're the whore, okay, I'm gonna say, well, how are you gonna treat me? I mean, if you want to be in that it's a power dynamic. You know, oh man, it's an hour already?
Has it been an hour?
No, it hasn't. So
it's only 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's only 45 minutes. It does that though. Thank you for pointing that out, Dory. As we haven't even gotten to the first break. But now we gotta take our first break because the shit is looking crazy. You know, so
How did it just switch on it like that?
it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't. And I put it up for no, that's better. I think it looks better. It's okay, guys.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
The flower fell off. You know, how about that? Look at that. Look at that. They sold my whole pad right here. I mean, they see it all. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how, but I got to figure out how my camera, which is an iPhone, I'm not going to say which version, but it's the newest. And I'll hit my, what do you call it, provider up and say, hey, why is that doing that when I'm streaming? I don't know why. And I got it. The camera is set up. So let's go back to why you never like me. Asshole. What makes me an asshole? You know, let's do that before we go to break. What makes me an asshole? Because I'm not an asshole now, man. I can't be. I want people to like me and to pay attention to my podcast. My breath.
You a little better now.
I saw you holding your mouth right now. What makes me a little better now?
I'm a big part about it was when you first came. I was like, I said, yo, don't trust him. I said, something ain't right. You remember how I kept saying, I said, something ain't right.
Something ain't right about that boy?
Huh?
Something ain't right about me? I probably wasn't getting the mental health that I needed. You know? I probably wasn't getting it, and I got it. But what wasn't right?
This was when
we first started. Mm-hmm. We make money together, guys. So, you know, and I got to know Dory through nepotism. So that might be it. That might be it.
You don't remember. We was like, everybody had a gripe with somebody a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I said, he ain't never saying anything. I was just like,
oh, yeah. I
said, don't trust him. I was just like,
because I'm happy to be here. And I know how to play the game. If you don't choose a side, when there's wars going on, you don't choose a side. You just play it cool. You know? And then it's a lot of ladies in there. There's a lot of ladies in that office I walked into, and I was just like, I'm not getting that. I know better. Coming up in a house full of women, you cannot pick a side. If you do, well, you the enemy on the other side immediately. You dig?
Exactly. And when they make up, you're gonna be doubling.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't want to be the only man in that office. I felt like what was that movie with Tom?
It was two. It was you,
Mike, and Sean.
Yeah. It was So it was like 4.
Mike. Mike, I ain't gonna say Mike didn't count, but Mike ain't me. And shout out to Mike. Rest in peace to you. Sean was very cool and diplomatic about it, but he was already there. I was new.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I scan the scene. I say, okay, let me sit my ass back. Yeah, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to curse. Let me sit back and play politics in the office politics. And then, so I couldn't be trusted because my sister-in-law helped me get the gig, right? And a lot of them didn't like my sister-in-law. I was like, why y'all don't like her? She cool as shit. But that's because you know how to put your face, you put your office face on, and then when you leave the office, you don't put your office face on.
I ain't said, but I was like, I said, all these people saying stuff like that. I was just like, I said, something ain't right. I said,
he'll get you fired.
All he doing is getting ready to go back and say what everybody's saying. I said,
I can tell you I can tell you honestly, there has never been a conversation with me or her about anything that happened at that job. Trust me, it was never a conversation
So he
like
too
that.
quiet over there. I said, don't trust him.
I just was trying to hear him get the fuck up out there. Though. That's what I was trying to do. So every Friday,
That's what I was thinking.
He
I
was
was
acting a
hearing.
fool out in these streets.
you would think where I live at is got major crime, but there's a major roadway close by. So might be an accident. This is just God's way of saying, go to
It
break.
seems like it's a lot of them. Though.
Yeah, go to break, and when we come back, ooh, I got a good one for y'all because I got one started off with the story I told you in the car on the way over here. Because if you were born in 1984, hey guys, I hate to tell you,
I'm a man. I'm 40.
you ain't too far behind this cat, or this kizat. You ain't that far behind. So y'all need to watch what the F or who the F you talking to. Okay? 1984 millennials. When we come back here at Taking No Shorts podcast. That's B, that's Dora, and I'm your host. Thanks for taking the time out to listen to Taking No Shorts podcast. We'll be right back in just a few. Damn, I can hear that thing.
Praise myself.
You heard? You
think I said the mic's
right in your throat. Yeah, I say, God damn. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm live on IG at Taking No Shorts podcast.
They didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was loud.
Welcome to Taking No Shorts podcast. I'm your host, Jay Grizzly Green, aka Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone. Welcome. You're back for part 2 on IG, on Facebook, and on YouTube. You're gonna hear an intro. You're gonna hear. Matter of fact, I'm not even playing the old intro back. All I'm gonna do is start it, and we'll come back. Where's the mute? 3, 2, 1.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, gift stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzly.
Well, yeah. I hope everybody's mics are working. I didn't do a mic check. Welcome to the second half of Taking No Shorts podcast.
I think we good.
I am your host, Jay Grizzly Green, aka Jay Grizzo, aka the Great Grizzolini, aka the Black Dick Cavett. Make sure you like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also, every Friday around this time, you can catch us live streaming on Facebook Live. That's facebook.com/Taking No Shorts Pod. And on YouTube, that's youtube.com/Taking No Shorts Pod. Oh, also, I set up a new channel for you to get clips of this podcast. I don't think I can stream yet on it, but tickety-tockety. Which all the millennials make fun of me because I say in the Gen Zs, I call it tickety-tockety, but it's called TikTok. God damn it, piece of Joe Skates. I'll be on TikTok this week under the same thing at J. Oh, I started it this week, but follow me on TikTok. I can't believe I just said follow me because I never thought I would ask folks to follow me, but I got to get used to it. I ask folks to follow me on TikTok. That's at Taking No Shorts Pod. That's TAKINNOSHORTSPOD. I think I got everything covered. Let's get into the podcast. To my left, he is the co-host of Taking No Shorts podcast.
Exactly.
That's fair enough, right?
Yeah.
He is 1/4 of the original 4 horsemen at VCU.
Exactly.
And you don't need to know his name. It's on his hat. Ladies and gentlemen, B.
What up, people? How y'all doing?
Get that. Listen, mental health help, goddammit.
Yeah. Don't be like me.
Yeah, don't be like me. Talk to somebody. Don't be angry and run it off.
Yeah. You can talk to me.
Yeah, so yeah. What if you can't run it off? What you gonna do? I mean, I know you wouldn't be an axe murderer, but you gotta understand there's axe murderers out here.
Fuck it off,
Yeah.
jerk it off.
Yeah, there's axe unalivers out here that might not be as strong as you, Brent. So we have to be careful what we put out here in the world.
Axes are not really that high on the murder
If
weapon.
you find an axe, right?
Yeah.
If you find an axe, you really wanted them off.
Mm-hmm.
You really did. She's been away for a couple of months here Taking No Shorts podcast, but she is no stranger. You understand?
That nigga's tripping.
But
All right.
she is another co-host of Taking No Shorts.
Exactly.
We make plenty of money together.
Exactly.
She used to explore some on my part. I don't know, but she no longer does.
Exactly.
And B likes to call her.
Adorable.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's Dory. Hey, Dory.
Hey.
You got something? Look, I told you about this in the car on the way over here, right? And we got you have it's okay if I say the ages of our children?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go first. 34 millennial, 24 Z millennial, 22 Z. What about you, B?
21. Well, she'll be 22 in like a week.
That's a Z. What about you?
Same thing.
13.
21,
Yeah.
22.
So
13 was alpha.
yeah, I mean we're parents.
Yeah.
We Gen X, but we parents. Okay, and we've gotten enough time on this rock. We can talk about shit.
Mm-hmm.
Our kids might not buy it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, what? Wait a minute. I don't think I've ever heard them say "mm-mm" like that. Why they don't buy it? Did you buy what your folks were giving you?
No.
The boomers that was raising you. Did you buy anything they gave you?
No.
What about you, though?
I did. I mean,
Yeah, when I you know, I'm gonna put pause all over what I'm about to say. But when I swallowed all of this topic in my head like this, I said, it all comes down to respect. I was taught to respect your elders,
yeah,
even if you was
man.
yeah, even if you was mad. I was taught how I came up. If the biggest dude, if we was on the block and he was, even if it was a man or woman, if they said something that carried a little bit more weight than what I might have wanted to say, because I learned even now even before I got married in my 30s, sometimes what I say ain't intelligent. And sometimes what they say got some weight to it.
Yeah,
it's got some experience behind it, right?
Yeah, they free mouth.
You was over there like for somebody that don't do church, you show is in the amen's corner tonight. What are you oofing about? What is your take so far? What I'm trying to say, because I didn't even lay it out for the audience. But
well, growing up listening to a lot of the older folks in my family, they didn't know what you're talking about.
Because they were ignorant?
I wouldn't call them ignorant, but they
were products of their time.
Yeah, they were just wrong about so much stuff.
You can't hold that against them if Jim Crow only let. Speaking of which, there is this congressman in Florida, this brother, so-called brother, that Joy Reid, shout out to her.
He's
tripping. No, not that one.
Exactly.
But
he is tripping.
Yeah, he's tripping. But she called out because she said it professionally on whole national TV. For you to talk about Jim Crow and how the black man ain't in a woman's life and in a family life, you got a white wife. You sucker.
Yeah.
You are how Booker T say, a whole sucker. And I hope the internet picks this up. I want to say it's Byron. I don't even know what your last name is. I don't even know. I don't care what your last name is. You did some type of reach because you're supposed to be on a short list for that guy's vice president candidate. What is you in it for? What's the end game for you? Like you trying to get a bag, you got a bag.
I mean, that's what it is. He want a bag.
You grifting for a bag, my G. That's fine, but get your money, but just know how you get in your money. I see it. I'm sure the whole world see it. How you get in your money. You a whole sucker. And if I wasn't getting shadow banned for nothing else, I could say I promised my mother-in-law I wouldn't curse. You a whole sucker. Anyway, you were saying because you was over there saying these young people don't listen to us.
Oh no. And that's one of the things they take pride in. Is not.
But where is that going to get you? What do you think that's going to get a millennial or a Gen Z? And trust me, let me preface this for the audience, because if they happen to be, because I get the data. The data says I'm 35 to 55. That's it. That's my demo. 35. And there's a demo 18 to 24, 18 to 35. That's not my demo. Okay. So if it ends up on your algorithm, let me tell you. How the fuck do you know? Excuse my language. Okay? You don't know nothing from nothing. other than what somebody told you and you believed it?
Well,
yeah, come on.
Well, they are 40, so they have life experience now.
Look at the internet. The internet told them they were smart.
Well, they
got access to data and information quicker than we did. But I can read. I pick it up. I've raised 3 men.
But they've been on this earth for decades, so they got life experience. So you got to give them that. But one of the things they said they regret listening to us because we stopped them from taking chances, and they feel like if they had took more chances, they'd have been further along.
You want to see what that world gonna show you? You would want somebody that care about you and love you to show you before that world do. You so quick to go figure it out. You have some conversations with your daughter like that?
She actually, at this point, now, she went through her spell in 15 to 17.
Well, women mature a lot quicker than men, so
now she's doing a lot. Exactly. But if she, if you say something more than once, she get an attitude though.
Well, yeah, I can see how a woman. I thank God I don't have girls. I didn't have girls, but I couldn't deal with the attitude. Some would be triggered, and there would be some domestic violence or something.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'd be in juvenile court or something like that. The reason why I say this is that I came across a millennial. I suspect is a millennial this week, in good faith, and I had said pause. Pause don't need to be explained. It don't need to be explained for Gen Xers or Boomers. It don't need to be explained. But I'm gonna tell you, I must have hit a nerve like a son of a gun, because the person said, millennial or Gen Z said, oh no, you don't need to say that. I said, female dog, how you gonna tell me what I can say? How you gonna tell me what I can say? Because your sensitivities are breached. And you don't know me. You don't know. I'm not even gonna go what I said in a car. Because white folks will say that I got black friends, so that way I can't be racist. I'm not gonna say that, but all I said was, I am a super ally. How, short of being at a Diddy or TD Jakes party, to express to you how much of a super ally I am, trust and believe me, if you come to a family reunion, if you come to anything, if you know anything about me, when I say pause, it has no besmirchment to do with LGBTQIA. But I think these younger folks have sensitivities that I'm not going to say less or more. I'm just going to say different than my sensitivities. I grew up as a black Gen Xer.
Exactly.
Watching George Jefferson.
Exactly.
Fred G. Sanford.
Exactly.
Archie Bunker.
Exactly.
As my internet. The equivalent to your internet, or to these social media stars that's telling you, who to boycott and who not to boycott. But I had actors and actresses that put out content, and when we had 3 channels, not to say that 3 channels was less or better, okay, but I didn't grow up so sensitive to the reality of the world. And if you want to change it, you do not change it by beating the other side over the head. B, please. I'll see you over the second.
I'm just saying, pause to them probably sound like jive turkey when we was young. It was just like, what are you talking about? Stop.
No, they do, because otherwise, why would I garner the reaction that I did? Like, in order for you to recognize what the word is, like
they know what the word is.
If we play a football, and I say power right 26, or audible to that, and we're on the football. If you playing defense, you know what that means.
Yeah.
So they knew what the word meant.
But
It's
for
a
them,
joke. It's calling out
to them it's corny.
No need to say. Yeah, look, trust me. I sat out in front door of a comedy show afterwards. One of the things, I'm a comedy fan now. I used to do stand up. I no longer do. So I'm just still a fan of comedy and comedians. And we sit around and talk after the show. And I happen to have sat around the show full of LGBTQ, and I'm the only where's H in that? Don't need no need for H because H had it from eternity, right? So you don't need to put heterosexual.
Oh.
You don't need to be inclusive to straight people, right?
No.
Right, fair enough. Anyway, they was like, bro, it's just not a big deal. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's not a big deal, but if it's not a big deal, if you're telling me it's not a big deal, then you can't be so wishy-washy. You can't be so sensitive to the world. Like the world is. Some people are not going to be as an ally as me. So what do you do with the people that are not an ally? And I'm an ally. You're telling me, hey, you're not allowed in this club.
Is that what they were saying?
That's the vibe I got. What do you think they were saying?
You don't have to say pause. They
But
understand.
hold on.
And that they didn't take offense to what you were saying. That's what I get.
I went to a comedy club with a white man, the white owner of the club. They dared him to say the N word, and he did. He was drunk as a skunk. Good old boy, baseball cap, everything.
And he actually,
He actually grabbed the microphone and did a hard ER. And the comics had some of the comics left because they were offended. Some of the comics laughed because they. I was one of those comics like, I can't believe this nigga. I'm sorry.
I would have been thinking. I probably wouldn't have been laughing. But
but you have to.
I know he didn't do that.
No, he did. He did. And shortly afterwards, his business went under.
Who was daring him to say it?
It was a black comic, and we was joking. We was like, I dare you to say it. Go on up there and say it. He was like, you dare me, bro? You dare me? You dare me, bro? And he went up there, grabbed the mic, and did a John. What was the Dean guy that ran for president in 2004?
Oh,
Howard Dean.
Yeah.
He grabbed the microphone and said,
He crazy.
Some cats left. Some cats. I'm not.
I would have a conversation with the brother that actually dared him.
They did. They had a conversation.
I would have really been mad at the guy. The brother ought to have been like, why would you want him to do that?
It was comics. I'm not going to speak for all comedians, stand-up comedians, but their line is not everybody's line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because sometimes you have to, when you go in front of a bunch of strangers that's trying to sleep with the date or eat a good meal or on your first day, you competing with all of that. So to grab somebody's attention, you damn near got to slit your throat.
Mm-hmm.
But that was bad right there.
It was.
Yeah.
But I was on the side of, I can't believe this motherfucker. Yeah. Excuse my language.
Did he run?
Huh?
Did he run?
He owned the spot. He owned the building. He owned the place that we were doing stand up at.
That's crazy.
So if anything, it revealed to me that's how you really feel. I mean, and I didn't go back and perform that anymore, but I didn't leave either. I sat there and palled around with all the other comics and laughed at him because he's the dummy. I'm not the dummy. I'm not co-signing anything he did. You know what I'm saying? My sensitivities are not that small. Before I continue on with the topic.
I don't have a problem with him saying it after being dared to say it.
No. My thing is, and again, 1984, right? For every time these millennials and these young people, because they call my parents, boomers. Shut up, boomer. You don't know what you're talking about, boomer. And I'm like, you know, disrespectful, motherfucker. You know, that person, regardless if they right or wrong, you want that. You before you was thought of in my scrotum, they was doing something to sacrifice their life or do what they had to do under the circumstances they were given to. I'm just talking about black folk. Forget the rest of society right now. I'm a black man. I'm just talking. So you don't know before you saw the world what that person did to help you get into this world, to help you, that might have cleaned your ass when you shit on yourself. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, mother-in-law. You don't know. Show some respect, even if you don't have a clue of what you're talking or coming from. You have no experience. You only know what they told you. If you could tell me life smacked you in the face and we could get to know each other, then maybe I'll give you some grace. But I'm gonna sit here and tell you, can't no young buck or no young sister come up and tell me nothing about nothing. They can't. I'm open to having a conversation and we can learn. We can learn. I'll use the Sister Seals for an example.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she did what she did on Shannon Sharp's podcast, I still rock with her. I still rock with her. I don't agree with everything she puts out, but I still rock with her because she's just a millennial out here speaking off of what she knows based off her experience. She's in essence they saying we fucked it up. And on the way that they can say there's some revolutionary motherfuckers out there.
Mm-hmm. Like we were too.
Not like that.
Yes, we were.
I remember Labor Day, Virginia Beach, 1989, 90. Remember that? When they had Labor Fest
Mm-hmm.
and the cops, Virginia Beach cops was beating niggas, beating all HBCUs, came down to Virginia Beach every weekend. The cops wanted to break it up because they didn't want a whole bunch of black people on the beach 30 years ago. And it was a big brouhaha, and we had a black governor at the time. You know, I was one of those people who was like, you know what? I'm protesting. I'm going down there. I went back every year, all the way up until 93, 94. I was going down there inseminating everybody that looked like a cop's daughter. You know what I mean? Just from on my get back. That's the type of revolutionary I was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody was different, but I don't know how was we revolutionary other than Public Enemy?
Public Enemy, X Clan. You know, we had that culture.
We
we did some stuff.
I'm waiting as I'm pulling this up. Go ahead.
You know, we got out there and stumped for Clinton and Obama when he came in. He's one of us. You know, so we did our thing. Or we tried to at least.
Yeah, we had a little bit more. I mean, I just think a little bit more common sense, I guess. I don't know.
I think they got common sense. I think that underneath the layers of millennials and Gen Zs is you fucked up ism.
Oh yeah, we did. We really messed up.
I beg to differ. Only like I prefaced it by saying I've raised a 34-year-old man, a 24-year-old man, and a 22-year-old man, and I made it a point as their father, as a black father in the home, to teach them. You respect your elders, even if you, in your gut, say, "Oh, old man, you don't know what you're talking about." You sit there and hopefully by osmosis something seep in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You don't discount. Take some of it.
Yeah, you don't discount. I remember I was sitting in a barbershop, and I know I'm bald, right? I have no fucking hair. Lost my hair early, about 26, 27, probably before that. But I remember I was in a barbershop when I had hair in the 80s. And it's this old man that always used to come in the barbershop. Just sit, barbershop had whatever chairs, sat in the same chair from the time that man opened that barbershop to the time that man closed. Old man, old man.
That's the one we had at the house.
He was old. I mean, when I say old, it'll put how old he was in context when I tell you who he was. So yeah, now I got an airport flying overhead, but it's okay. He would share stories about his war, like he was a veteran. Okay, and I'm thinking he's a World War II vet. One time he's telling a story, and it's all a World War II story. We're in a barbershop. I'm about 10, 11, 12. I'm like, oh, he's a soldier. Shoot him up, G.I. Joe type shit. I'm cool with it. Motherfucking cool ass. Yeah, pew, pew, motherfucker. Next time I go to the barbershop, he's sharing World War One stories, right? I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker have been in 2 wars. He been to France and talk about having relations with French women and everything and telling the whole barbershop. Next thing I know, this man talking about the Spanish-American War, 1898. This in the 80s.
Yeah.
Buffalo soldier. He was a Buffalo soldier. He said I'll lie to you not. If I'm lying, I'm alive. But he said he served as a Buffalo soldier, and that, from my recollection, Buffalo soldiers were from the Spanish-American War. So he had to have been 90 years old, maybe 100 years old in the 80s, or the late 70s, 80s, when I saw this man. And still, I had enough sense, based off of how my people raised me, that you don't disrespect that man first, because you don't know who he been through, what he been through. He served in 3 wars, or alleged 3 wars, 2 wars. So he got mustard gas wounds. That's I'm borrowing off of Richard Pryor joke. Mustard gas wounds all over his body. And but you just, when he's talking these stories, I'm not mushing him in his face and saying, "Get out of here, old man." I'm sitting there listening. I might be getting some game. I don't think a kid these days would do so, because they think that what he went through was stupid or dumb.
But you're characterizing a 40-year-old as a kid.
He talking. You were talking about the 20.
No, I'll say this. Can we get some ice over there? Thank you, Dora. We're on the backside of Taking Those Shorts podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. I'm also on IG. Yeah, we about to get loose and goose up in here. It might be a little wet pause, but you won't be mad that I said that. You got another one?
You mean just the way?
Yeah, just scoop it in your hair. I don't know if you play with yourself or not.
Who's doing that? Give me some ice.
Oh shit! You want to drink now?
Oh no,
you can drink your tea. Okay. So yeah, she was like, "No, don't say pause around me. There's no need to. Do you know this is Pride Month?" I'm saying, "Female dog, you don't know me like that. Like, you do not know me." And I encourage you to watch Taking Those Shorts. There's an episode I'm recording next week. It'll be dropping before the end of the month, where I will have actual LGBTQIA here at Taking Those Shorts, and I will be keying right along with them. Okay? With love. All right? So, y'all can miss me with that bullshit. Okay? I would just tell y'all that shit right now. Y'all can miss me with that bullshit. You cannot force people. You cannot extreme yourself. I want to sit back because I know you got a lot to say. Brent, please take it away.
Saying, she said you didn't have to say pause. I don't really have a issue with that. It wouldn't have upset me. But I don't say pause anyway.
No need.
I go full speed ahead.
Excuse me?
I go full speed ahead.
I cover my Jews. You say that.
There's no pause for me. There's no pause.
There is no pause for you.
Yeah.
There. Ladies and gentlemen.
And if they got a problem with it, they can get these paused.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, I mean, all right, so if I got to do it, I got to do it. All right, pause came from New York, right? From a slang of when you say, that's like when we play ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do make a nice play on the court or in a football game, what do you do? Dory, I'm not going to ask you.
Dance.
No, what do men do when they make a good play in a game? What they smack?
The other guys behind.
If that ain't LGBTQIA, but we do it, right?
Oh, we ain't doing it for sexual pleasure.
No. We straight. We know we doing it, but LGBTQIA might say, oh, right?
Yeah.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. Long as we can agree to that.
Yeah.
Some of them are gonna be that way, and some of them aren't. I mean,
who can? I mean, I
could
could
play on Michael Sanders. He smacked you in the butt. It might be for a different reason.
For a different reason, right? My point is, I don't have a point because I could care. Look, y'all can miss me with that bullshit. Stay tuned because I got a lot in the podcast to talk, taking those shorts with these sensitive people. You cannot force anybody, racist. You cannot force bigot, anti-atheist, or anti-LGBTQIA effect. You cannot convert them. Okay. If you are trying to convert somebody that's against what you believe and who you is to your core, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar, some smelly. Sit down and have a conversation, but don't just say Don't say pause around me. Don't say don't talk about Elton John. You don't like Elton. Do you know how much Elton John is in my playlist? And I know I sound like because I'm not a racist, because I got black friends. I'm telling you, I've been an ally from birth. I'm not coming out.
You just told millennials you got Elton John in their playlist. They're going to Google right now.
Look at that. Elton John was born
Elton John. Who is that?
Relatable. Beyonce. Let's do it. All right. 1984 timeline. I got it right here. I'm going January. January 1st. I don't know. This is not it. I got to find a better one. I'm gonna start from just myself. 84 was the Olympics. 84 was the song that came out. I like 4-letter words. Thank you, Joey Skates.
Yeah.
Joey Boombox, you're gonna encourage me next time you come here. We're gonna have a fucking curse fest here, bro. I swear for Jesus, we are. Oh, I forgot. I still got the music playing. So, 84, B, go ahead.
I was just saying why he was talking about that. He was trying to cancel Eminem again.
Because he came out with the song about
Houdini. The song is called Houdini.
Yeah.
And he said he's said he's got a transgender cat, the Siamese, that acts black. Well, the thing is, cat's black but act Chinese. And they were
they coming for Eminem too, though.
Yeah, he was.
They're coming for him.
Talk about Meg Thee
What is
Stallion.
that? Cancel culture? What the fuck is that?
And they said, talking about getting on a feature getting on a song with Meg Thee Stallion. He said, can you get a feat?
Because she got shot in the foot.
Yeah, meaning a feat, funny. Meaning feature.
So it's comedy.
Yeah, and they trying to cancel him.
Look,
and they haven't even heard his bad stuff.
I listened to a song by Eminem today, June 7th, 2024, where a fan wrote him, the second stand is the song. Mm-hmm. The fan wrote him a letter, said that he didn't respond back.
Yeah.
He hog-tied his woman, put it in the trunk of the car and drove off a bridge. And the song ended with him killing himself and her in the water, drowning to death. And it was banging. I mean, it was banging.
Yeah.
So, do you think they could have fly in 2024?
Have you seen the video for his new song?
I've seen it, and that's why they coming for him.
Yeah, and don't nobody care about
Where's
that.
the art? Don't what offends you?
I mean, I'm not easily offended if somebody
Because
says
you
something
are
that
Gen
I
X.
don't
Let's
like.
do it.
I just still, as long as it ain't, like a personal attack, I just be like, nah, I ain't involved in that conversation. But I'm not going to jump into it and say stuff,
Even if it's not even if it's personal, trust me, everybody played the Jones, right? Everybody played the dozens of Jones and the mama jokes, stuff like that. Other than the time Carlton said the mama joke and all.
Yeah, sometimes they get a little
dating yourself, Jones. Ooh, the dozens.
I mean,
the millennials like Jones.
Look it up. So this is, I mean, that's like
the dozen. Are you talking about eggs?
There's a reason why history or culture plays a part in your life. And if you're 40, you was born in 1984, the year of the Los Angeles Olympics. I remember Jackie Joyner Kersey came out with the one piece. She came out with one leg out and one leg in, and them nails,
and she the hair down her back.
And the hair. I said, that's a bad lady.
Yeah, she was.
I said, ooh. But they would say that's an old lady now.
Oh yeah.
They can't. Like, I'm not trying to poo-poo on y'all growth. All I'm saying is, you're gonna get there eventually, God willing. You will want to get to where we at or where the boomers was, and you go see everything that you thought was right to you was a bald-faced fucking lie. And everything that the boomers or the Gen Xers said to you was pretty much the gospel.
They're going to have Gen Alpha looking at them the same way they look at us.
I mean, you're going to fall somewhere along the lines. Just be a good person.
I think they'll learn to appreciate.
Yeah, I just say be a good human. Be a good human being first. I always say that. But don't be poo-pooing on people. Give people a chance. Don't force the hand of folks that hands can't be forced. I think about Gaza and Palestine. Babies over there dying, right? I want to do something about it. I talk about it on this podcast. Other people that got bigger platforms talk about it on their podcasts and the government, and we fitting. But are you gonna put a Hitler as the head of, you're gonna lose your democracy because you don't like what the guy that's doing now? Like, you gotta you ain't never been in a pitched battle where you had to choose between that type situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had a choice between eating pork and beans or fucking mackerel or dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how real the shit is out here for folks. And I hope I taught my sons, if you had a choice between eating pork and beans and dirt, please eat the pork and beans. Please eat the pork and beans. Don't sit out here and say, I need to feel like I'm with the people and eat dirt. Nigga, you go die. You go die fucking around eating that dirt, okay? I'm sorry, mother-in-law. I'm cursing a lot. Let me shout out to my cousin. She's coming back. She's been a part of Taking No Shorts podcast, too. She is a millennial. She's out, but trust me, she's a millennial from my time, from my family tree. So she ain't tolerating no foolishness. You understand? She got it together. She know what it is. I know that's for sure. So peace and love to you, Ty. What happened? What else happened? Ghostbusters came out.
In 84?
Yeah. Did you go see it at the movie?
Probably not, no.
I'm trying to think.
I saw
Because we used to have, we used to drive in.
You had a drive-in?
Yeah, we used to have a drive-in.
Big time.
And what'd you say, B?
Big time. It was drive-in.
Drive-ins were inexpensive back in the 80s.
Yeah, they cost a lot.
Not when you were poor.
It was.
How poor were you, Brent?
We were still in cable, so we can have some watch on TV.
You was watching like scrambled porn.
Yeah, my mom couldn't afford it.
You couldn't get. You couldn't even. You were so poor. You couldn't even get scrambled pornography.
That was the only thing that was on the scramble stuff. So.
So you couldn't. Like, how old were you when you first got cable?
Probably 14,
Jesus.
13, 14.
Damn, you were. Damn, that's 14 is like 80, 86.
86, yeah. Going around 85, 86. Yeah.
So you just didn't watch TV at all?
No, he had the 3 channels.
There was 5
That's what you
channels.
Oh, we had 5 plus PBS.
Yeah, PBS.
PBS.
Mm-hmm.
I would encourage you, 84s, old people now, 40-year-olds, watch a little bit of fucking PBS. Watch some goddamn Electric Company, some Morgan Freeman, some fucking, what was the pimp from Willie Freeman? The pimp was in it. Willie Dynamite.
Oh.
He was in Electric Company. Watch some Electric Company and Zoom. Some PBS shit from back in the day. You might learn something. I know you're not, but how old were you when you got cable?
I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know. Y'all remember when they smoked that kind of stuff?
Damn, I smoke hella weed, and y'all memories are not that good?
Well, I mean, I hadn't thought about when did I get cable?
I did because it was very important to me. You know, I remember I got cable in 19. I want to say 8. It was between 80 and 82. I was between 8 and 10 years old.
I was trying to think. Initially, it wasn't available where I lived. I think.
I don't know how my family got it because we were poor too, but we got that shit. As soon as they,
We used to be using the VCR and watching movies. We had the regular, the regular channels. I think that we didn't really get a cable because we didn't have the lines or stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't have a
VCR
until I was about 17, 18.
Well, I had one. I didn't have one. My brother had one, and then he was like 10 years older than me. So he
Technology now for them is when you get. My sons got their first cell phones when they was in the 7th grade. So that's the equivalent of me getting cable when I was 8 to 10 years old. Because one of the first movies they had on a loop was Flash Gordon with the Queen soundtrack, right? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Flash. He was fucking this exotic chick, Madame Zamora, I think her name, Queen Zamora. Remember the chick, Ming the Merciless daughter?
Mm-hmm.
And I was in that whacking off. Like, I was like, she wasn't all the way white, to be fair to the brothers, but she was exotic, looking. And I hope my mother-in-law didn't see me.
Yeah.
Do that. But yeah, that's stuck in my mind. Then right after that, Purple Rain was out, 84, 85. And I saw Apollonia. Honey, cut the podcast off now.
Ooh, what's it? It's a
bug.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I forget. That's how you know Dora's a chick. She. It's gonna happen, Dora. I'm sorry. It's gonna gravitate towards the light, so it's gone. Want me to take a break?
No,
No, you won't. Yeah.
I mean,
You're gonna want me to take a break now because we got a bug in the studio and Dora.
You're bugging out.
well, just when it's flying towards your face.
I don't care about the bugs in my face. I'm thinking 84. Movies. I'm gonna do movies. 1984. Since y'all can't talk about it. Why you give me that? Oh, there we go. IMDb saved me, ladies and gentlemen. Before we wrap up, Terminator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Terminator.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. The same distance of time it is for us to go back 4 years. This is Let me see. They the equivalent. I'm trying to think of the equivalent for a millennial. I'm trying to think. Like Lord of the Rings, the first one is out. You know, that's not even a millennial. That's a Z person. You got to go back anyway. I didn't see Amadeus. That was the movie about Mozart. I remember the soundtrack though. I'm getting this from IMDb, by the way. Movies of 1984. Once Upon a Time in America. That was a De Niro film, almost like a Indiana Jones. And the Temple of Motherfucking Doom. That was the first Indiana Jones.
Wow.
I remember that one. But when that came out, you were still swimming it, and
hold on,
your dad's ball sack. What up, Ghostbusters?
I was looking at the one back next one.
Ghostbusters.
No.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, fucking Freddy Krueger.
It's so funny how you
and
watch stuff like that. Then if you go to watch it again, it might not be. It just be like you might be feeling as good about it.
It hit different. There's a channel, excuse me, on Max or HBO Max, Turner Classic Movies.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I know I'm transitioning to another stage of life, right? Because I'm clicking on Turner Classic Movies, thinking I'm going to see Elvis movies or westerns from John Wayne or some shit like that, right? I click on that shit, and the first thing I see is goddamn Ghosts. The first Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise. I'm not talking about Star Wars or Marvel movies. I'm talking about movies that are etched in our brain because we remember the time when that movie come out. And you telling me that that's a goddamn classic movie? Like it's an old movie? It's an old movie right now? You mean to tell me?
They put it on a special channel.
Yeah, they put it on the. You took it off. Everything you took it off. You put that motherfucker out to retire. You talk about the first Batman is on Turner Classic Movies with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. You mean to tell me that the first Batman is on Classic? My son's mother water broke in a movie in the middle of that movie. Yeah. And I said, well, my son's fit to be born, but hey, your water broke. We gotta go.
I know you ain't gonna never forget that movie.
No, I never forget that movie.
One thing I remember my senior year. Now this movie came out in '89, Nightmare on Elm Street, one of the sequels, and a bunch of them went to see it. Cool. And people I went to school with in high school.
Okay.
And one of the girls, she did not sleep that night.
Oh, yeah, shoot.
And I remember a guy named Adam. He had the glove. The thing had one of those gloves.
That was a sick fucking.
And she fell asleep in study hall. So he told everybody to be quiet. He came up behind her.
With the glove?
Yeah, grabbed her, said, Audra, wake up. Oh, time to die. Boy, she's out the stair, scooting on the floor to the door.
She might have shit it on herself.
Yeah.
No, I would have.
Oh, man.
And she might be scarred to this day.
Yeah, it was great.
Because see, that's some sick shit. Because I'm sitting over there saying,
we all laughed hard.
Baby, why they do that to you? Why are you scared of some big
police? That made my day.
Oh, yeah. That made it all of our day. The teacher was mad. He was in the hallway talking while that happened.
Gremlins.
Oh.
Yeah, Gremlins was cute.
Saw Gremlins.
Mogwai.
He poured water on a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And he turned into a monster.
Oh, no, he put water on it and he multiplied. But
yeah.
At midnight.
He's a son of a bitch to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
And we went and watched that motherfucker pay good neighbor hour prices, which was $3.25, $1.25.
Yes, Mo.
My son was telling me when I was picking him up the other day. He said, "How much rent you think it is over by so and so?" I gave him a number, right?
He said, "No, I can't do that."
No, he said, "Try this number." And when he told me, I said, "Oh, so what?" I said, "You sure you read that right?" I said, "When I was coming up, I could live there for this price." He said, "No, this is how much it costs." I said, "Well, you got to risk your life to live there, and they gonna charge you that on top of that? That's a goddamn shame." And they all better figure it out. They better figure it out.
People give more time now. Though.
Yeah, they better figure it out because people out here living on the street. If you got to make somebody choose between eating and putting a roof, how my grandma say, a roof over your head, niggas is out here is gonna go try to get it.
They sleeping in their cars.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bad situation out here. It's gonna be a bad situation out here.
Oh yeah, I predict in a couple of years there's going to be a housing crash because they keep building and people can't afford to live in these places.
And
they empty.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that stuff be high.
I just hope that people listen.
They're not gonna listen.
I know. No, you got to be hopeful, Brett. You got to be hopeful, man. Beverly Hills Cop.
I like that too.
God damn it,
Put a banana in the tailpipe.
That's a song. That's how much I watch it. I watch it probably once or twice.
What?
What's his name? I know he's in Detroit. Axel Foley.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Ain't gonna fall for no banana in the tailpipe.
Nick Nolte came to get him out of get him out of the jail cell, turned him into I think he was a snitch, and he turned him into a real cop to get him out of the bed. So
yeah.
Funny though, funny movie, funny fucking movie. Karate motherfucking Kid.
Wow.
Now that I don't know why. If they ranking this, I don't know if IMDb is ranking this, but I won't put Karate. What do you say? Karate Kid over Beverly Hills Cop or Beverly Hills Cop?
Beverly Hills Cop. Oh.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop.
Why do I think Karate Kid was better than Beverly Hills Cop?
You ain't black.
They keep telling me that. Fuck, I don't know. They told me that because I was listening to Drake and shit. Like,
yeah.
It's not that. I was sipping Kool-Aid. I was sipping Kool-Aid, and I mean, even though the Beatles are playing right now.
Yeah, that don't help your case. This is your playlist.
The Beatles are fucking good, especially when you're stoned. So. Never in the Story was weird. Had all the Muppets in it.
Yeah.
Scary.
I liked it.
Sorry?
I liked it.
You liked it? That was a little weird.
Oh, yeah.
A little weird. I've never seen Paris, Texas a day in my life.
Oh, yeah. I ain't never heard
of it. Yeah, I mean, Blood Simple, 16 Candles. Oh, my Jesus.
16 Candles was good.
Oh, my
Jesus. That was for real white movie.
I know there was an Asian man in that movie, and his name was something. And he was supposed to knock up Marlon Ringwald.
Ducky? No,
some young duck or some young fuck or some young shit. I mean, I'm not cursing. Is that the same movie?
I don't know.
Because
that was
John Hughes, I think, is the director he was from Baltimore. I don't think that's a different guy, but name of I can't believe I put this in there. Name of and 16 Candles.
Oh, Long Duck Dong. Yeah.
What's that word?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. His name, ladies and gentlemen, in the movie, Millennials, I know, y'all gonna come at and just call me old man and just allow me. But
that's different.
The name of his character played in 16 Candles in 1984 was, and you gotta go to Google, if you just type in this, name of Asian 16 Candles. It's not a racist question. It's just it's a factual question.
Yeah.
Google's gonna give you the. You want to say his name?
Oh, long duck dong.
What?
That's what they're trying to make over there now by inviting all these black
Well,
men.
it's hard to find an Asian long duck dog place.
Well, I've never looked.
I've seen.
I said with a pause. Right?
Wait a minute. That's that story. Yeah.
Have you ever found a long duck dog?
No. I actually ever seen it. I can't answer the question.
I don't know what the question is. It's your question.
I haven't seen the long duck
Asian man's.
Oh, peace.
Winner.
Yeah, his egg roll.
That is egg roll.
I haven't seen the Asian except for in movies.
Right. And what size you assume they is doing?
Probably still small.
Exactly.
All right, let's go to the next movie. All right. Killing Fields was depressing. I think.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Police Academy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The Police Academy.
Funny ass fucking movie.
Yeah.
A cable HBO staple.
Yeah.
Stayed on cable. So that movie.
Bunch of sequels.
What's the name?
Yeah, sequels too.
Yeah, a lot of sequels. Bubba Smith was in the back of the paddy wagon with the Rasta Faria or the Voodoo Man, and the Voodoo Man was holding whatever shaman, and he was saying, "Yum yum yum yum." Yes. Oh shit.
Which movie was that?
The Police Academy. And 1 or 2 or 3, and the shaman had his whatever the shaman used, but it made that little jingle sound. So it wasn't bells, it might have been wood, it might have been, but he was like yabba 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 yabba. If somebody did that to me in the back of a paddy wagon, if I'm big enough, hell yeah, I'm gonna bust out that motherfucker. That's what Bubba Smith did. He bust out, give you the whole scene. He bust out the back of the paddy wagon because he either thought this dude was gonna put a run on him. I don't know, but you know, look, somebody say yummy 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 yum to me, I'm out of there.
You're like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, I'm punching you in the face if you say yummy yummy yum. Romancing the Stones. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That was a good ass fucking movie. Kathleen Turner, she had the deepest voice known to man on a woman. She did.
Yeah, she did.
And Michael Douglas, who caught coochie, he caught cancer from eating coochie, right?
Oh yeah. Throat cancer. I need to get checked.
You don't get your goddamn head checked. How the fuck did you gonna get your throat checked, nigga? You get your throat checked for your brain go. I can get they can give me another throat. They can't give me another brain. They can't give me another brain. But they can give me another throat. You know how I know? Because I used to be a smoker, right? I saw them commercials where motherfuckers was talking through their throat like this. That's it. That's how I said, oh, I can get another throat. I ain't never seen nobody getting a whole other brain.
I've been smoking for 30 years.
I ain't never had no brain. If a brain transplant come back and tell me they got this ain't my brain, this somebody, well, I mean, they might be doing that.
They don't need you no more.
Yeah, they don't need you no more. That's mine. This what's here is mine. You can't take it, it's mine. Peace to the sister out there on the West Coast, my girl Taya. Peace and love to your sister. We got Billy Idol rocking. Speaking of 1984.
Okay.
Doom.
We got Doom the sequel.
Out now.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
But the original was in 1984.
Yeah. Uh-oh. It's flip.
That's how that happens. I'll talk about Billy Idol. I'll fix it.
Yeah, like Doom. Why are we listening to Billy Idol?
That's in my fucking playlist.
We're Black Gen X. Yell, what's it? Rebel Yell.
I like that song.
Oh, Dory's upside down.
It's the connection.
It look like it's back now.
Top secret.
Was that the joint with Charlie Sheen in it? Charlie Sheen wasn't old enough. I didn't see Top Secret.
It was Val Kilmer.
I didn't see Top Secret, and it was, I ain't gonna say it, but it was for the nerds. Probably.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it. See, I straddled. I wasn't quite a nerd. I was smart, but I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do all that.
It was like a nerd trying to write a comedy.
Right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has lots of sight gags and things, and stuff you had to pay attention to.
Sorry about that, guys. I got to figure that out. That's with the provider, not me. Everything that I got here looks spectacular and runs spectacular and wasn't done properly. However, I got to figure out why the streamer does that with the camera. So everybody that's with me, I appreciate your patience. If you left and was like, oh, this nigga running some bush league shit, I apologize. But if you said, I'm still with you, my G, thank you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also, every Friday around this time, we're a little bit over. I'm going to go 10 minutes more, and then, guys, we're out of here because we're going to get into our act period today before we go. No, fuck this. I like this vibe right now. Anywhere where you find your favorite podcast, also Facebook Live, YouTube. I'm now on TikTok. Oh, that's TikTok. I will try not to sound TikTok. I can hear my nieces and nephews saying right now, Uncle Jay, you sound so old. Don't talk like that. Like Brent been telling me all night. You know. Oh shit.
The Search for Spock.
The third joint. That was the third one.
Yeah.
Khan was the one I remember, the Wrath of Khan. So that was probably 2. After the third one, I was off. After the Wrath of Khan, I was off of Star Trek movies.
I've seen every one of them. I've seen all the TV shows.
Yes. Yeah. You're a Trekkie.
Even the animated one.
Yeah, you're a Trekkie and a Star Wars guy.
Oh, yeah.
See, I stopped. You kept going.
Oh, yeah.
And you still don't do drugs.
Star Trek taught me not to.
What happened? What episode was it?
I have no idea.
But it's still, if it did, I want to go to that episode and find out. I might need to find out. All right, 2010. I didn't know. I saw Starman. That was Bo Bridges.
Yeah, I remember
he came in from outer space. It was like an outer space dude type situation.
I remember 2010, but I don't think I saw it.
A joint U.S.-Soviet expedition to learn exactly what happened to Discovery and how. Oh, shit. So this is a sequel from, what was this movie back in 1969? The Space Odyssey 2000.
Yeah.
So that's the sequel to that.
What was that?
First of all, do y'all remember the first movie, Space Odyssey 2000, with HAL? There was a space movie made by Stanley Kubrick.
Open the Bombay doors, please.
Please, HAL. Oh, please.
I cannot do that, sir.
And the motherfucking AI turned on him and killed his ass.
Yeah, I ain't heard.
You ain't seen the original joint?
Mm-mm.
Do you remember this movie?
No, that's why I said I remember the name of that movie, but that's why I never saw it.
Snap.
Yeah,
I encourage anybody that's within the earshot of this voice or clip,
I'm off
sober
next week.
or high, go watch Space Odyssey 2000, I think it's called.
Yeah. So I'm off next weekend. We can rent a room somewhere and watch.
Jesus. What, Space Odyssey 2000?
Yeah, try home.
Oh my God.
Get a room to watch it.
This was Space Odyssey 2000? Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to convulsion. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my God. Please let this battery run out of this kid. Oh Jesus. All right. I just downloaded this group. I've been on rock because I've been on rap. So you know what? I'm the opposite. Rap, it got so bad they got me listening to rock.
They got me listening to old school.
I mean, I'm just saying. I heard that every once in a while something drop. I saw Nas, Ghostface drop a collab. I saw Snoop and DJ Premier drop a collab. Hip hop artists that are true to hip hop in 2024. That applies to whatever you want it to be. But I can tell you, I heard some other shit the other day.
And that sexy red album playing.
Make the coochie breathe.
Oh,
let that coochie breathe. All right, I can tell you this. Yeah. I don't have a coochie, but I lived around a lot of them and been in plenty of them. Non-related. And if you got to bend over to make it breathe or to make it get fresh is what you're saying, you just need to bend it over and let it breathe a little bit, because you ain't getting up under that right.
So what is the proper protocol?
Oh shit.
We gotta get her expertise.
But just the fact that the girl is out here, the young lady is out here, and she on wrestling, NXT, she on everything. Sister, get your bag. I am not mad at you. Please, go get the bag first and foremost. You just doing what you got to do.
Yeah,
the fact that
I'd be like, damn, I did this.
The fact that if I was a paying customer streaming this particular, or I don't even know if it's on terrestrial radio, but if anybody's got access to the internet or access to a device, they hear somebody say, they don't know who he is, if they ain't seen the video, bend that asshole, let that coochie breathe, hands on your knees. Now, all right, let me get it. Now, I got it back up, because to be fair, we listen to the road, let me see it, the road, the road, the road. So, what's the difference?
It's a little bit different, but
it's like what's that group that I can't think of the website. It's like I don't watch. It's like watching porn and watching Skinamax. They're both kind of bad, but
she's saying
they're like Cinemax and porn.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had no business.
Degrees.
We had no business listening to what we listened to. But 1984, the Freaks come out at night.
Who did it, right?
No, Escape. I don't know. I don't remember that. But the Fat Boys, him and Beatbox.
Yeah. I mean, there's degrees to vulgarity, right? There's degrees to which you expose the country or the culture to. Otherwise, they condition to it.
When Doves Cry, 84.
I told you, I remember. I played that shit in the band.
Yeah, I love that, but it's still you be thinking about
Especially look. Remember Jim and Tammy Faye Baker, right?
Yeah, that was good.
They had they had a fucking amusement park in North Carolina, South Carolina, by Carrollton, near not far from Charlotte, right? In 1986, I'm in the band. Well, I'm not even in the band. I'm just there to get cool. I'm just to get my fingers. I'm just around the cute girls to get see what's up. Wrapping it up after this. Sorry guys. Um, it was like, yo, we're going to Carowinds is the name of the music park.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I want to go there. I'll go. I was like, how much is it? Well, since you're not a part of the band, you got to pay extra, but you can go. So I end up going, and I was going A for the girls. I'm 13, 14 years old, and B, I'm going for the amusement park. I strike out with the girls. Right? Get to the amusement park, have a great time. The hotel that we stay at is at Heritage USA. And the place that the band is performing at, marching at, is Heritage USA. Now, this is an amusement park full of Christian fundamentalists. So it's Jesus on the water slides, with his Jesus like this on a roller coaster. I mean, it's Jesus everywhere, right? Everybody's fornicating. I mean, everybody's fornicating. Everybody's fornicating everywhere around me, but me. I said, what is going on here? Fast forward, this same guy is in front of his whole congregation, bankrupt because they were ripping people off and saying, Father, forgive me. I have sinned. Watch that 2000 thing. Footloose, another good one.
Yeah,
Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, yeah.
Booger.
No.
Was he in Revenge of the Nerds?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good guy. Yeah, I'm going through it real quick, guys. Now we're in the weeds here. Body Double.
I remember that.
That was a good movie. Red Dawn, we talked about that.
Oh, yeah, I love
that. Body Double was. Hold on, I got to talk about Body Double. Brian De Palma. He had Melanie Griffin. Dude was like voyeuring her across the way. Yeah. Across from the apartment. And she would found out. She said, this is how young folks, old folks used to trick back in the day. Or if you really was playing sexual games, excuse me. I don't hope the audience doesn't see that. But he was voyeuring her in a skyrise apartment. She figured out he was doing it. So she started stripping for him. I said, oh, that's a whole hoe right there. She is ready. So he figured, let me go holler at her. But this goof ass, I either think he slipped her something or, oh no, they set him up. They set him up because he was tricking on her. She ends up getting murdered. He witnesses it, and now he's on the run from the people who are trying to keep him quiet. But Melanie Griffith was the one. That's Don Johnson's ex-wife, Dakota Johnson's mama. Big fake knockers.
Oh God!
Big fake knockers in that dance scene. Hey guys, 58 is fitting to be a wrap. So, if B, it's up to you because you have what's over there. Ask Jay anything. If not, we can wrap it up. It'll be your call.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up.
All right. So, make sure you like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. Also, every Friday around this time between 8:45 CPT and 11ish CPT is where you see me. I'm on all streaming platforms where you find your favorite podcasts, and I'm on TikTok this week, Jay Grizzo, and at Taking No Shorts Podcast on IG. I think I got it covered before I pass it over to my guest and co-host tonight. Hey guys, thank you. I'm seeing the numbers growing. I appreciate it. Each one teach one. Y'all rocking with the hashtag. Y'all rocking with the ads. So continue that. Reason I'm doing this is, hey, good content because I'm good people and I want to retire early. So my co-host over there, Brent.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let them know where they can holler at you.
And Brent1437 and Brent Lee1437 at Instagram and Twitter.
No last remarks for tonight?
No, I'm good.
No sign-offs? Good.
Did I have something else? I think I did.
Okay. He didn't fuck with me this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You good?
R. Kelly's favorite rap group.
Don't touch me there.
No, Black Guy Thieves.
I can't believe you just did. I can't believe you just did that joke.
I didn't know what in the world you was gonna say.
No, but he did it.
Yeah.
He did it. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit. I opened the door and you walked through that son of a bitch.
And took a piss.
And it took a piss. Yeah. He almost took a shit, but I know next time don't actually go. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, my guy.
If I start flipping this, you might want.
Yeah, I know. Let's go over to the other guest and co-host here, Taking Those Shorts podcast. It's been a while, but she back here, not for the last time. Ladies and gentlemen, B, call her
Adorable.
Dory.
Thank you. Nice being here today. I'll be back soon. And I can be reached on exactly where I was being able to be reached at before.
Because
I don't do social media.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I wasn't going to say it, but I'll let you say it.
If y'all want to get in contact with her, y'all can reach her at Brent143.
You ain't going to do no cobbler, is you, B?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, you're going to do a little bit of cobbler. Peach or apple?
Cherry.
I'm about to kill her. Where's my device? He said cherry. For my guest and co-host, I'm Jay Grizzly. Good night, guys.